The only thing millennials have been staying longer for than affordable casing is a Hocus Pocus effect. The 1993 Halloween-themed Disney movie rankled critics and charmed cult, performing in its elevation to cult movie status in the 3 decades since its debut. Now its follow-up, Hocus Pocus 2, has eventually arrived with a straight-to VHS, Amnesty, exclusive Disney Plus streaming premiere Friday. The original film follows a triad of kiddies who work together to master the spitefully funny Sanderson sisters, played by Kathy Najimy, Bette Midler, and Sarah Jessica Parker, after accidentally bringing them back from the dead. The witches are on a time-sensitive hunt for eternity, an adventure that entails a abecedarian, the souls of children and the many musical figures, of course. The comedy was abused by film critics, including the Washington Post's own Desson Howe, who called it another unborn video disguised as a movie. In the not-too-distant unborn, look for Hocus Pocus in the reimbursement store lockers, or as part of a Halloween trick-or-treat package. But critical nausea did nothing to stop the violent love that children developed for the slightly scary movie. Though it didn't do particularly well in theaters or with home deals, it set up an alternate life on TV when Disney started to state the film on its own channel, and latterly on ABC Family. A generation of millennials suddenly began associating Hocus Pocus with Halloween, viewing it with the same reverence 70s and 80s kiddies had for It's the Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown, and the Thriller videotape, according to Shark's Joseph Adalian. As Midler told People magazine in a piece celebrating the movie's 25th anniversary, it was like an unattractive duckling, a little critter that nothing allowed could do anything, and now it's a swan. It set up its bodies and it's just flown down. I suppose it's fantastic. Midler, Najimy, and Parker duplication their places as Winifred, Mary and Sarah Sanderson in Hocus Pocus 2, alongside Doug Jones, who you may flash back as the fish person from The Shape of Water, or the fish person from Hellboy, who returns as friendly zombie Billy Butcher's son. So how does the new spin mount up to the original, without the benefit of shy special goods watched on well-worn videotapes? Then's how the two do and don't compare. The youths. Hocus Pocus centers on new sprat Max, Omri Katz, his important cooler youngish family Danny, Thora Birch, his crush Allison, Vanessa Shaw, and a accursed boy-turned-cat named Thackeray Binks, Sean Murray. While the followership fell in love with them nearly 30 times ago, in part because of Max's veritably droopy hair, none of those characters are in the effect. Director Anne Fletcher told Entertainment Weekly that she tried to fit in the entire original cast, but their appearances didn't work with the story. People would say, they could be in the background, and I am like, really? You going to put the leads of the first movie in the background and be satisfied? You not going to be satisfied, you going to be angry, she explained. The new generation of Salem youths are a group of teen girls Becca, Whitney Peak, Cassie, Lilia Buckingham, and Izzy, Belisa Escobedo. These nonage musketeers don't need important persuading that their birthplace is visited, and are also without the constant guidance of a talking cat. And though they've lower droopy hair than Max, they also have significantly better witch-beating plans. The witches. Bad witches are out, good witches are in. Whether it be because of the further universal acceptance that the major conception of evil women was grounded in sexism, or because a bunch of Disney's target followership is on #WitchTalk, the wicked are given a new image in Hocus Pocus 2. As Naive Gilbert, played by Veep's Sam Richardson, says about the Sanderson sisters in this go-round, they were ahead of their time, they were Ms. New. And while it's fair to say that good witchery may still not be in the cards for that particular family clan, it's set up in a new generation. Becca, Cassie, and Izzy have been trying their hands at magic for times. The group is fractured at the launch of the film because of a bad High Academy swain, but their mini coven provides the necessary positive rebrand to avoid a witch PR extremity. The music. The original film has the iconic cover of Jay Hawkins's I Put a Spell on You, as performed by Midler, Najimy, and Parker. The effect changes melodies, going with an upbeat performance by the triad of blondies, One Way or Another, complete with an transported flash mob. While I Put a Spell on You is a addict fave, that's super creepy, Come Little Children, sung by Parker's Sarah to bewitch children for eating, is also a memorable performance. For suckers of that, you in luck. We get a docked interpretation performed by the Mother Witch, played by Ted Lasso's Hannah Waddingham. The Sisterhood. Did Winifred actually like her sisters in Hocus Pocus? It would be fair to assume no, her focus is only on vengeance, her youth and snappy twists. At one point she indeed asks, "Why was I cursed with similar idiot sisters?" But Hocus Pocus 2 provides further neighborly affection and lower mockery. Cult are given a regard into the Sandersons' nonage and how Winifred worked to keep them together. It's a Cruella-esque origin story rewrite in terms of how it gives a nonage reason for majority ill, but works to up the stock fellowship nevertheless. The recruits. Will you still have to explain to your child what a abecedarian is after watching the new movie? Yes, sorry. To achieve their eternity in the original, Hocus Pocus, the Sanderson sisters bear a abecedarian to light a candle. Accordingly, the film puts an aggressive emphasis on roasting Max for his capability to do so. While the effect sweeps the issue a little further under the hairpiece, the catcalls and the notions discussion still haunts Salem, and indeed pokes fun at the uncomfortable, "what's a abecedarian?" discussion numerous families were forced into after the first movie. We might suggest a further instructional approach than Gilbert's, whose explanation is that a abecedarian is someone who has no way lit a candle, but far be it from us to deprive youthful millennials of reliving the uncomfortable situation they put their own parents in 29 times ago while trying to watch a simple family Halloween movie. In that respect, Hocus Pocus 2